Cedric Golden coming to you from Georgia, where the Texas Longhorns did not get it done. 35-10 loss to the Georgia Bulldogs. Steve Sarkisian's problems against Kirby Smart continue, and the Horns took a near fatal hit to their college football playoff hopes. They're 7-3 overall and 4-2 in the SEC. You can forget about them making it to the SEC championship game. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. They needed to win this game to keep that hope alive. That's not going to happen. People in College Station, Norman, Oklahoma, and Lubbock are chuckling right now because they had big wins. Their teams had big wins. The Aggies overcame a 30-3 deficit to turn back South Carolina. Oklahoma and Brent Venables got a big win at Alabama, and Texas Tech took care of Central Florida. So those are teams that have. We know the Aggies are going to be in the CFP. We know Texas Tech controls its own destiny, and then the Oklahoma Sooners are right there in the thick of things for an SEC spot. It was a 14-10 game going into the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden things just went to you know what. 21-0 for the second straight game. That defense gives up 21 points in the fourth quarter, 21 unanswered points because the offense didn't pay a drop in the fourth quarter. And so the Horns are 73 overall, 4-2 in conference play. Not mathematically eliminated from the CFP, but they don't have the look of a team that's going to be picked among those coveted 12. Can't explain away the Florida loss, and now you just got punked by Georgia. And let me tell you something, it's a Steve Sarkisian problem. He's got to figure out what to do with Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart sees Steve Sarkisian coming from a mile away, and he's ready. He took a 21-10 lead with a 30-yard touchdown pass from Gunnar Stockton, who accounted for all 5 touchdowns, and then onside kicked against Steve Sarkisian to drive that knife deeper into his back. Steve Sarkisian's got to figure it out against these elite coaches. He's 0-3 against Kirby Smart. He's 0-2 against Ryan Day, and he's 0-2 against Kalen DeBoer, dating back to his days at Washington. So what's got to happen is they got to figure out a balance. It was too pass heavy. They had 33 yards rushing on their first 7 carries, got a field goal, and then they rushed for minus 10 yards on their last 10. Only 17 carries in the game. Arch Manning played pretty well, 27 of 43, had a touchdown and a pick. Played okay, played pretty well. He's definitely grown into the position, but he can't do it by himself. The defense was too soft. They got after Gunnar Stockton a couple of times, but the problem was they were giving up too much cushion in the secondary, and Gunnar Stockton nickel and dimed him to death, dumped it off with his running backs, and then smartly to his wideouts, who got a lot of yak against the Longhorns. This is not an elite team. I mean, we thought maybe in the preseason, when they were preseason number one, that maybe they would live up to the hype. They have not. They have not. And so what's going to happen is they get an Arkansas team that's been very pesky in the last few weeks, and then they finish up with Texas A&M, which would love nothing better to finish the season unbeaten for the first time in forever and qualify for a bye in the CFP, win or lose in the SEC title game. They've earned that much. The Aggies are that good. Tough times at Texas. Sarkisian has a lot to fix. The Longhorns are likely not in the CFP, and they are probably going to go to either the Texas Bowl or one of the bowls in Florida. Either way, it's going to be a tremendous disappointment considering where we thought that they would end up based on the preseason hype. Once again, the Texas Longhorns lose 35-10 to the Georgia Bulldogs. We've got the coverage on lock. Check out Danny Davis, Thomas Jones, David Eckert, and myself. The Longhorn Confidential podcast drops on Tuesday, and my own Second Thought podcast with my guy Kirk Bowles will drop on Thursday. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next time.